welcome to the live stream. Just before we get moving, let's have a quick check, make sure you can all hear me, see me properly. Let's have a little look who's on. See, let's have a look. Hi Jenny Lee, hi Steve, hi Ordegas, hi Alan, hi Dawn. Can we all hear me, see me, clear me? Is it clear? Am I coming through loud and clear? Give us a thumbs up. Hi Mark. Hi Lee's Vlogs, hi Paul, hi Sally, hi Joe, Thomas, Pete the Feet, hi Susan, hi Alan, new sub, thank you for subscribing Alan, Super Leads, hello, big game on Monday. Okay, it looks like we have a good visual and we've got a good sound. So, what we're going to do today? Today I'm going to take you for a little wander down the Levante Beachfront first, Old Town End. Starting at the Old Town End, it's very busy down here today. It is Sunday, of course, so a lot of people are out having a walk. Fabulous weather as well. Sunshine, a little bit of hazy cloud up there, and it is about 18 degrees at the moment. Little bit of wind, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good for January this, we really can't. Hi from a rainy Bognor Regis, Sandra. Hi Ray, no update on the visas yet on the last video, since the last video that we did. As soon as we have an update for that, we will do another video, so just keep your eye on the channel for that. Hi Mark, can't believe the calm weather. I know, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I've got a jumper on today, jumper and some baggy bottoms, and I'm very comfortable. If anything, I'm a little bit warm, which is quite surprising for January. Looking back at our previous years, the videos that we've done in January, I've got coat, I've got scarf, and I've got hat on, woolly hat on in the daytime, so yeah, it's pretty good. Hi Alan, assumed you will be watching women's. I don't really watch much of the women's football apart from the internationals, Alan, I'll be honest with you. I love the international, I love the Lionesses, but don't follow the Super League so much. Hi from St Field, Northern Ireland. Right then guys, so yeah, as I said, we're going to take you for a little wander today down through the Old Town, well, down the Old Town part of Levante Beach, should I say. That's where we're going to start. Have a little look at the bars on the beachfront, see how busy they are. Then we're going to head up onto the Med, I think. We're going to try and go up down the side of sort of Jolly Roger, past the Baran bar, and we'll get onto Winner Street, what we call Food Street. We'll have a little look up there, and then we'll make our way down to the Plaza Triangular, and then we're going to head to the Town Hall Square, where all the action is preparing for the Benidorm Fest, a massive event in Benidorm in the winter. I had a little nosy round the Town Hall Square last night to see what it was like, and it was really good fun. They've got a stage set, they've got DJs, they've got food trucks. I'm not sure how we're going to get on with the music when we get round there, but we'll deal with that when we get to that point. So first things first, let's just take you for a little wander down the Levante Beachfront, Old Town End. Here we go. There's the island, which does of course follow you no matter where you go in Benidorm. On the front, that island follows you. Who else has noticed that? Beautiful beach. Taking all the sunbeds away now for the winter months. They will normally bring the sunbeds back out, the rented beds. They normally bring them out about March time, and maybe a bit later this year, as Easter is a little bit later. It sort of depends how the weather goes. So yeah, I think the beach looks so much nicer without the sunbeds, but obviously they are needed in the busier months. So these are the bars at the end of the beachfront. Spasso is there, right at the end there, which I'm just actually going to take you and show you, because this is one of my favourite restaurants in the whole of Benidorm, this place. And I haven't done a video on it yet, but I will, because it is this one, right at the very end, hotel end of Levante Beach. Visit the tourist info, and it's called Moo Grill, and this is a fabulous restaurant, and we will do a video on that very soon. This one next to it is closed, and you've got a couple of little places here. As I said, Spasso is a popular Italian one. We've got the Maui Beach Gastro Lounge. Yeah, lots of people on the front just having a nice leisurely stroll, enjoying these winter temperatures. Coming up to the new hotel, Barcelo Beach. This used to be the old Selamar. Anybody stayed there back in the day when it was a Selamar? It stood empty, it stood abandoned for many, many years, probably 20 years perhaps, before they finally decided to get it fixed up. And look at it now, doesn't it look great? Hello! Yes, that's the old Selamar, which is now Barcelo Benidorm Beach. Doing really well as well, that hotel. Hi Tube Rooster in the Netherlands. And you're on Poniente Beach. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather as well. We've also got this cafe bar here, which has been done out recently, Nabab. Popular place. It's such a shame that they can't have the tables on the front though anymore. Really has made a massive difference to the atmosphere on the beachfront. Up this little alley, another place that I would highly recommend to pay a visit to. We have featured it on a video when it first opened, and it's this one here, Baldo. Great for food and cocktails, this place. They do tapas, and they do the cocktails are on offer for €12. Bargain. And it's a fabulous little place. Day or night, Baldo. If you haven't tried that one yet, get yourself to Baldo. Have you been there, Dawn? Have you been to Baldo, Dawn?
Oh, Lucy.
Hello!
How are we?
I'm alright, are you?
Benidorm, it starts today, doesn't it? Or
Benidorm Fest.
Today.
I'm just making my way there now. I'm just making my way there.
Yeah.
I went there last night. It was just getting busy, but not mad yet. But it will be mad this next week. And you, sweetheart. Nice to see you, love. Take care. Hi, Barber fella. Thank you for joining us on the live. Mark, you're going to the H10 Poniente in April. That's a nice hotel as well. Not been in it, but I've heard very good things about the H10. This is one of the main streets into the old town. I'm sure a lot of you will recognise that place. It is a little bit windy down here on the beachfront today. Normally these would be all opened up, but because of the wind they've kept their glass curtains closed today. The City Bar, very popular. All your sports and stuff going on in there. Full terrace at the front, nice to see. Simon Clark, the City. Have you used that bar before? You been there? It is a good bar. Good for all these sports. They've got 2 big screens in there now, 2. And about 15 TVs in there. They play all sorts of different matches at the same time. Sean, hello from Hull. Hi Lara. Nice to have you all on today's live. Tiki Town coming up, which I know has their music very, very loud. So I might have to sneak onto the beach as we go past there, because otherwise we'll going in, having a paddle anyway. Look, can you give a shout out to the BSB? Hello. That's from Gary Littlemore. And hi David McCarthy as well. They're just passing Tiki Town now. It is they have got their music quite loud, so I don't want us to get a copyright claim, but I'll give you a quick look from a distance, spin you around again. Oh yeah, that's Tiki Town next to Burger King. You've also got Manila and the Guinness Bar, Koo. We'll go have a closer look at them now. Yeah, it's nice to have a stroll on the beach in winter. Just listening to the sea, it's very soothing, very relaxing, the sound of the waves. There's one brave lady there, having a dip. Can you see her? I'm not sure if you can make that out, it might be a bit far. She looks freezing. Bless her. She doesn't look like she's enjoying that, to be fair. Hi Nigel, you and your wife are coming tomorrow to Benidorm. Excellent. Hope to see you about. If you're around on Friday, get down to Funky Flamingo for my karaoke session. Jenny Lee, no tormenting you with food today. Do you know what? I am going to torment you with food later. Hopefully, because I'm going to show you around the food trucks that they've got set up on the town hall square. Have we still got connection? Is everybody still, am I coming through still loud and clear? Lee's Vlogs, the Eurovision has started already. It's not the Eurovision, it's the Benidorm Fest. It's the competition which decides who will represent Spain at the Eurovision, and it started already. They've got everything set up around the town hall square, had the DJ on last night. The semi-finals are Tuesday and Thursday and the final Saturday. I'll tell you more about that when we get closer to the square. Also got the Six Nations starting this weekend as well. If you're in Benidorm for the Six Nations, the Guinness Bar is a great bar to watch it on. Every match will be live at the Guinness Bar, and they get a really good atmosphere for it. So if you're coming out for the Six Nations, make sure you get to the Guinness Bar for it. One of the best places to watch all the games. And it's a great pub as well. Fabulous pub. And we got Koo next door. Koo Lounge Cafe. Music's a bit loud there. Let me cover my mic for a second. Mr. E. I love Koo. It's my favourite Benny Beach bar. It is a great bar. And it's massive, isn't it? When you go through, you're like, wow, the size of the place. Has anybody been to this little restaurant here? I haven't been here yet. Pinza de Roma. It always looks really nice, but I haven't made it there for a meal yet. Any of you guys tried it? Alan Smithy, About Time Spain won the Eurovision. Yeah, the last year's was a massive flop, to be honest, and there was so much hype about it. The song that was chosen was Nebulosa, was it? Something like that. I've got to admit, I'm not a massive Eurovision fan, but I do follow what happens here, obviously, because you get a lot of excitement around town about the Benidorm Fest for the Eurovision. Oh, look who we've got here, the P-men. The P-men robbing people and ripping people off. Swerve if you can, avoid. Don't go anywhere near them. Avoid. Es vía pública, yo puedo grabar si quiero.
A mí no me grabes porque
No pasa nada, no me importa. Yeah, avoid those guys. Telling me not to film them. I said, it's a public road, I will film if I want. And he said, don't film me. I said, I don't care, I'll film.
Hi Lucy.
Hiya, you alright?
Meet you last year in the Triangle Bar.
Nice to see you. You okay?
You alright?
Yeah, good.
Lovely weather, innit?
You?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, pretty, yeah.
Lovely.
Only a couple of days, but
Lovely. Nice.
yeah.
Nice breakaway, change of scenery.
Yeah.
That's all you need sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You enjoy yourself. Further along we have got Penelope's Beach Club, the White Lion, the KM, closed at the moment. Penelope's is where they will be having a big pre-party for the Benidorm Fest, which I'll tell you a bit more about when we get to the area. Just flicking through the comments here. Anything going on in mid-April in Benidorm? There's always something going on in mid-April, in every month, James. We do a video every month at the end of the previous month, start of the month. So look out on the channel for your April events video. Cider Guy, have you been to Ben Jen Greek restaurant? I have, and I loved it. It was fabulous. Very nice restaurant. Appeal your ticket. When are people ever going to understand that the P-men are scammers? I think a lot of people do know now. A lot of people know, but they still try their luck, and they still must get people for them to continue doing it, sadly. But thanks to social media, awareness is much more widely spread these days for things like that. Barry, is there an event on Saturday 1st of Feb? Yeah, that's the grand final of the Benidorm Fest, which I'll be telling you more about when we get to that area shortly. That's a White Lion. Heartbreak coming up. Another noisy bar, so I'll have to cover the mic up for a second, just so that we don't get copyright claimed with the music. So don't worry, I will unmute the mic or uncover it in a short minute when we get past that area. Pinocchio. That's a nice restaurant as well. Good food in there. I believe they have a food truck at the Town Hall Square for the Benidorm Fest, so we'll be having a little bit of nosy at that a little bit later on. I'm getting warm, guys, you know. I'm getting warm. It's January. I've got a jumper on, but it's thin. It's not a thick jumper. I'm getting warm. It's a lovely warm day. I can't believe how many people are out down here on the beachfront today. You know, this is January. It's one of our quietest months, this. It's one of the quietest times of year. And it's fabulous to see so many people about. Roger, one of the newest bars down here on the front. Nice bar, good entertainment on a night. And Daytona as well, just a little bit further up there, another great bar. Let's have a little walk away from the beachfront now. Yeah, you can see just how windy it is. You can see by the jolly flags flapping away there in the wind. Well, yeah, Jenny, I'm teasing you with food again, sorry. So we're going to head up to where Winners Bar is. Winners Bar's closed at the moment, but they will be opening later on this week. Next week, Thursday, I think. And then we're going to head down that street. We're going to take a look at the Plaza Triangular, where they used to have the Benidorm Fest, but because of how big it's getting, it's now been moved. So then I'll take you to the area where it is now and where it will be for the foreseeable future years, I imagine. Onto the Avenida Mediterraneo, the street with all the halo lights. Dawn loved Jolly Roger. Have a pic with Johnny Depp. Yeah, he's in the entrance, isn't he? He is. The Irish bar, Baran, that's a great bar as well. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. I have been told off many, many times on my videos for not pronouncing that right. Boran. I know it's something like that. I think I'm getting it better now than I used to. When I first started doing these videos, I was calling it the Bodron, and I got absolutely murdered for it. Andrew, nice to have you on. I love your videos, and I will be in Benidorm next month. Hope to see you around. Karina, you could just drink a Benidorm cocktail. Cocktails just taste better in the sun, don't they? They just do. They really do. What's your favourite cocktail, Karina? I miss making cocktails. I used to love making cocktails behind the bar. When you have time to make cocktails, they are really nice. It's fun to make them. When you're busy, it's awful. But when you've got the time to spend the what you should need, the time that you should need to making cocktails, it is fun to make them. Afternoon from a wet Northern Ireland. Hope everything's okay back there in Northern Ireland, Robert. I know the storm hit you guys pretty bad over there, didn't it? So yeah, this is the Avenida Mediterraneo. I actually flew into that storm, but we kind of missed it. We flew into Bristol on Friday morning, just as it was all the weather warnings were in place. But I don't know how we managed it, but we got, just as we were getting into Bristol, it was fine. We just missed it, and we flew back out Saturday morning. I was in Bristol for 16 hours. Yeah, I know. It was a flying visit, to say the least. We surprised a friend of mine for her birthday. Elaine, if you're watching, happy birthday. Again, her birthday is actually today, but we flew in for a few hours just to surprise her on her 60th. And it was a great little trip. Cross over now. So there's a little look at the Avenida Mediterraneo. Lovely street. That's a church there as well. You've ever wondered what that building is? That is a church. Did Benidorm get hit with the floods last year? No, Benidorm didn't get hit. Benidorm, the streets turn to rivers in Benidorm when we get rain, but it's not flood. It's just a lot of rain in a short period of time. Once it dies down, it clears very quickly. It's quite scary to see sometimes, because, like I say, the streets do turn into rivers, but it's not a flood like anything what we saw in Valencia. Valencia was something on a whole different level, and it was absolutely horrendous. And it's still horrendous up there now, by the way. It's going to take a long time before they recover from that. Gwyn, hi, coming out for St. Patrick's Day. Who else is coming out for St. Patrick's Day? That's creeping up on us quickly, isn't it? It comes out of nowhere. You think, oh, I've got all winter to do all these things that you put off, and then before you know it, it's nearly St. Patrick's Day again. I've got so much to do and no time to do it. Anyone else coming out for St. Patrick's Day? Cocktails in Nova and Chulo from Clare. Yeah, two great bars there for cocktails. Baldo as well, do very good cocktails. If you like your cocktails, give that place a try. So we're now on to the Calle Girona. This is the same road as what we call the Strip Road. But this is the Old Town side of it. It's not in the Old Town, this. Not quite in the Old Town. A lot of people think the Old Town starts at the Europa. No, the Old Town starts at the Plaza Triangular, which is past this street. This area is actually coming to its own recently, and if you continue up that way, you've got loads more bars, more so open in the summer than winter really. There is a lot of bars up there, and yeah, this sort of area has become known as Midtown. So we're not in the Old Town now, we're just in the middle. But this street is very popular. It used to be known as Food Street, but there's a lot more bars on it now since winter's opened really. You've got the 1111 there, which is now a pub. That used to be the Brazilian, which I was sad to see go, but it's now a pub. Halfway House restaurant. they do have the lounge opposite now. They took over what used to be the Tower Lounge. Another one I was sad to see go, but John and Elaine, a great couple, they'd retired. They've done their bit. They've been here, I think, 25 years or something like that, maybe even more. Maybe even more. So yeah, this was known as Food Street. Some people still call it Food Street, but there are a mixture of bars and restaurants on here now. Roxanne pub. It's closed in the daytime but open at night. That's a crazy place. I used to work there. Now you had some interesting nights in this pub here. This has been here a long time, since 1981. You can see there. Anyone ever been in Roxanne's? Did you come out remembering how you went in? Because I used to come out and I used to lose hours. Bodygon's a good restaurant. This is a new one, not tried that one. Circle Burgers. Hola. And there you've got the TikTok bar as well. TikTok cocktails with Julia. Very good cocktail bar. Very cheap. And Maison. Restaurants. There is another thing going on at the minute in association with the Benidorm Fest as well, which is Tapa Fest, which is running for the next week. And I think there's 21 restaurants taking part this year, and they've all put forward these special tapas, and you're invited to go around and try all the tapas at these different places, or as many as you can get around. The set price on the tapas, which is €3.50, and you then vote for your favourite tapa. I think that's what we're going to do for our next video, which will be out in the middle of next week. And the Tapas Fest is running until the following week after. So you'll be able to have a look at some of them tapas, see if any take your fancy, and see which ones you want to try and vote for. And the tapas are after the contest are ended, continue to be sold at the establishments involved. So yeah, I think that'll be a good video. Anything involving food, you know, I'm not shy at all. Although I am getting back on my diet February. Came off my diet just before we went to New York, but I will be getting back on it for February. It's the Madeira Centro Hotel with the original rooftop bar in Benidorm there, the first one. Hong Kong Chinese was very nice. Yeah, that's just round the corner from there. We used to use that quite a lot when I worked at Dawn, enjoyed your last video on the tapas. Yeah, the tapas, that was a different contest, but very similar concept. And we're doing it twice a year now. This time is related to Benidorm Fest, and there'll be another one in summer, so we'll probably do both. The windshield. Can't hear you. I've got the mic here. It is a little bit windy. It has got a wind puff on it. I'll bring it down. I'll bring my own chest for a while. See if that helps. Is that better? Is that a bit shelter from the wind? Can you hear me? Let us know. Is that better? We've got a fluffy head for the mic. We've got a very fluffy head. But sometimes it's still windy. They don't get rid of all the wind. How's that? Calm down a little bit? Okay. I think that was a bit of a wind tunnel that we just walked through. There it comes there. It's just coming in. Gusts. Strong gusts of wind coming out of nowhere. So we're getting to the Plaza Triangular now. The real name for this plaza is the real name for this square is Plaza de la Hispanidad, but a lot of people call it the Plaza Triangular. Way back in the day, before they changed all the roads, it was triangular in shape. What do you think of this tower, guys? What do you think of this tower? What's your thoughts on that? Have you seen it up close? When they first put it up, I have to say I was absolutely appalled with that. I thought it was horrendous. But I've got used to it now, and I kind of like it. I think it kind of, I don't know, yeah, I don't know if, I do, I kind of like it now, which is strange, because I was horrified with it when they first put it up. I was like, oh my days, what is that? I don't think the people that live in these apartments would be very happy about it, because it's emitting those neon lights. They go on all night, so if you live in here, you've got flashing lights through your window all day long. Benidorm explored. You like the Technoito? Yeah, it's grown on me. It has grown on me as well. Not nice, but I think it just does sort of fit with the modernising of this area, and it creates a focal point. The fountain, it's not on at the minute. I think they could have done better with the fountain. Could have made that a bit more of a focal point as well, to stand out next to the Technoito tower. I'm sure some of you will have had your photo taken with the fountain. It's not on at the minute, but so this here, this square, or the Plaza Triangular, is where they had all the events for the Benidorm Fest last year. Not all the events, I shouldn't really say that. The actual Benidorm Fest is, I'm going to sit down for a second and I'll just kind of explain this a little bit better. Let me find a nice spot to sit. Let me see, somewhere in the sun. And I'll see if I can read some more comments through. It's a bit hard to read them while I'm walking. Here we go, we can sit here. Hopefully away from the wind a bit as well. Excuse me. So yeah, the Benidorm Fest, the actual competition which decides who will represent Spain at Eurovision is held. It's a televised event. You can watch it on TV. Probably watch it on TV back in the UK as well, I would imagine, or online. So it's a televised event. There's 16 contestants, and that actual concert takes place at the Palau, which is the huge sports centre just on the outskirts where the bus station is, close to the big bus station. And what they did last year was they put screens up here. They had a stage and they had people presenting along with the televised event. The televised event was transmitted to the mega screens here in the Plaza Triangular, and they had people presenting alongside it, and they had live performances from some of the acts that was involved in the previous years as well. But now it's just getting bigger and bigger, this Benidorm Fest. So they've moved it this year. It's not going to be here in the Triangular anymore. It's going to be round at the Town Hall Square and the Auditorium Julio Iglesias, which is in the park behind the Town Hall. I'm going to make my way around there in a minute, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have music playing, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to talk when I'm around there. We'll see when we get around a little bit further. So let me have a quick look at some comments now while I'm sat still. Where have they gone? Andrew, myself and wife are coming in August, can't wait. Very hot in August. I'm hoping to escape August this year. It's the last August I really struggled coping with the humidity. Fun Bobby, Lucy, what's the long-term pricing like there for apartments? Is it easy to get work? Apartments, long-term rentals are like rocking horse shit, I'll be completely honest with you. If you saw our last video, they are doing things in Spain to tackle this problem, but there is a housing crisis that's become very apparent, been brewing for a couple of years now, and Benidorm is no different to any of the other big cities where they're having major problems. We are having major problems here with long-term rental they just, nobody wants to rent long term because they can make more money letting it out as tourist accommodation, and two, the worries that come along with getting squatters in there. Squatters have more rights basically, and they can take your property over, so nobody really wants to rent long term anymore. So the ones that do come available, prices are crazy. I'll show you a couple in a minute actually. I noticed one the other day up there that I nearly had a heart attack when I saw it. It was £2,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. Now that is absolutely crazy. No normal person can afford that. No, who are they trying to rent that out to? I don't know. I can't even imagine who would be able to pay £2,000 a month rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Benidorm. That's quadruple what it was, say, just before COVID. Before COVID, you could get a 2-bedroom apartment for £600 a month. They had even in the years running up to COVID, the prices had gone up, but there was still a lot available at a reasonable price. But now, no, it's impossible. I wouldn't be able to live here if I was still renting, put it that way. We very luckily managed to get on the property ladder just at the right time after saving for years and years and years to get a down payment together. We got there eventually, and it's a good job we did, because we wouldn't be able to afford to stay here with the rents as they are now. What portion of visitors are there for winter, not just a holiday, do you reckon? Well, they're still on holiday. They're just on a long holiday rather than 2 weeks or a week. They're here for 2 or 3 months, so they're still holiday makers. They're still tourists really, even though they're staying for a longer period of time. But not so many nowadays as probably 10 years ago. 10 years ago we did used to get a lot more that would come for the 3 months, but obviously the 90-day thing has affected that a little bit as well. Don't want to use all the 90 days up in one place. But there's a lot more now coming for short term as well, so it swings and roundabouts really. Things like this Benidorm Fest attracts a lot of people for the weekend, a lot of people for the week. We had the Cyclocross World Cup a couple of weeks ago. Was that last weekend or the weekend before? I can't remember right now. That brought in 15,000 people just to watch, not including the people who was involved in it. So there's stuff going on all year round to attract people here in the winter months on short holidays as well as long holidays. Starman, hi Lucy, we're out for Valentine's week. Are you hosting a karaoke night anywhere? I'm hosting the Funky Flamingo afternoon on Fridays. So Funky Flamingo is on Girona on the Strip Road, right next door to Jumping Jacks. So I'll be there Friday afternoons from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Starting again this week, and I'll be there for the foreseeable future. So if you are coming over, I'd love to see you down at Funky Flamingo. Come and see us and have a go. Damo, how are they tracking at the 90 days? As it stands, it's really just down to chance if they check you, pull you and count your days. I do know a couple of people who've been caught out, although generally they don't seem to be checking too much, but I do know a couple of people that have been caught. They've been given a warning. They haven't had a massive fine or anything like that, but they were pulled and they counted the days in the passport for the stamps and said, you've been longer than you should have been, and they got a slapped wrist. So let's head to the town hall square now and have a look at this area which I've been talking about. What's my favourite karaoke track? What, for me to sing personally or for other people to sing? I'll tell you what, one karaoke song I hate, and I bet you can all guess what it is. And I think it's every karaoke compares worst song ever. It's got to be Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Some karaoke days you'll get it 6, 7, 8 times a shift. And everybody that does it thinks they're the only person in the world that does it as well. Which of course isn't true. And it's good fun and it gets the crowd going, but there's only so many times you can listen to it and get enthusiastic about that song. My favourite song to sing, personally at the minute, I like singing Purple Rain. I like singing Tennessee Whiskey. Depends what mood I'm in really. A lot of the stuff I like to sing is quite depressing. And that's why I try not to sing too much, because I don't want to put people on a downer really. I'm just going to show you actually in this window for this estate agents. We can have a look and I'll show you if I can. I don't think it was this one I saw that rental, but you can have a look at some of the prices for buying property in Benidorm. There's nothing cheap, does not exist anymore around here. There's nothing on this window for less than, I think that one is the cheapest there at 135,000, and that's a 1-bedroom apartment, and it looks tiny and it looks like a bit of a dump, to be honest. And 135,000 for that. There's no such thing as cheap property in Benidorm. Whether these new rules that they're bringing in will bring the prices down or not, I'm not sure. I don't think they'll bring them down. They might slow the rate at which they're increasing. COVID didn't even put a stop to the price of property increasing here. Even through the lockdowns, the prices just kept going up and up and up. I think this was the one I saw the rental. Was it this one? Let me have a look, see if I can see it. I was shocked. I was shocked. Maybe not. These are even more. These are sort of luxury properties. Look at that. 3-bedroom apartment. €500,000. Crazy. 2-bedroom apartment. €500,000. 3-bedroom chalet, 640,000. Absolutely ridiculous prices. 2-bedroom with Poniente, 466,000. You're talking ridiculous. Ridiculous prices. That's Sunset Waves. 2-bedroom apartment in Sunset Waves, $500,000. Crazy, crazy, crazy prices. Like I say, I'm not sure how these new proposals that they're trying to bring in will affect the property market, but something needs to be done to help normal people get on the property ladder, and just to help normal people be able to rent somewhere. Something does need to be done. It's I think we've all saw it coming. I remember doing a video just during the lockdown, I think it was, or during when we just opened up from lockdown, and I was talking about that building that they put up opposite the Dom Pancho. And I remember saying on that video, oh, look at this, it's more unaffordable housing. And that was, what, 5 years ago now. So, yeah, it's been a brewing for a while. I'm going to spin you around now. I can hear the music already booming. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to show you. Alan Smith, move up to Rayu. No, I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to be. I like to be close to everything. I like to be close, but we were, like I say, we were lucky. We got our apartment when we did. But no, the great thing about living in Benidorm is that you don't have far to go to anything. If I was living out in the sticks in the mountains, nah, not for me. I've lived other places except Benidorm. I've lived in Albia, I've lived in Benissa over the years, but I've always worked in Benidorm, and I'm glad I live here. Like I say, there is you're close to everything, and there's so much going on here all year round. I prefer to be able to escape when I want than have to come in for just basic day-to-day things that I enjoy doing. If I wanted to walk down the beach and I was way up in Rayu, it'd take me 40 minutes down here, wouldn't it? Nah. Stephen, hi Lucy, looking to buy in a few years' time as we need to leave the UK. Well, we did check out that video that we did last on the tax, because there's a couple of useful links for you in there. Kelly's, if you're looking at residencias and visas, and a good lawyer as well. Don't do anything without a good lawyer. Juan Ramon, who is based just up there, and he can talk you through the whole property buying process as well. So here we are, Town Hall Square, and yeah, I can hear the music already. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk round it to start with. I'm going to cross this road here. I'm going to try and avoid getting run over, and I'm going to walk around rather than through and try and come in the back way. So before we go in, I'm going to tell you a bit about what's going on here. Benidorm Fest, as I've said, there are 2 semi-finals, 16 contestants, and they're all going to be performing at the Palau to decide who is going to represent Spain in the Eurovision. The semi-finals are on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. And as I said, they're at the Palau. The tickets for the actual televised event sell out within minutes now. It is almost impossible to get a ticket for that. So what they do is they transmit the show to the screens here in the Town Hall Square. You've got a bar set up there, you've got food trucks, and on Tuesday and Thursday that will be bouncing. Then Friday night, further back in the Auditorio Julio Iglesias, is the Euro Club party. So that will be where the contestants that didn't make it through the semi-finals, so there'll be 8, they all perform on the stage in the Auditorio Julio Iglesias. That's on the Friday night. Then on Saturday, it's back to the square, back to the Town Hall Square, where the televised event will be broadcast again on the screens, and the place will be packed full with people partying along with the televised event. So I'm going to actually show you the park bit first. So we're going to avoid that music, and I'll show you the amphitheatre, the Auditorio Julio Iglesias. So there's a lot of events in there nowadays. It's where they have the Pride Festival, they have concerts in summer, they had, was it the Iberia Fest in October? Susie Quattro performed, Bonnie Tyler's performed there. Yeah, they have a lot going on in the Auditorio. There's a side view of the town hall. The dog ran to see what I was pointing at. I missed that. I'm going to have to watch these back. Lara, I live not far from your mum. I know I see your mum quite often. I was looking out for your mum this morning actually. I had to walk to the market and I thought I might see your mum, but I didn't see her today. So that's the town hall, the side view. It's a strange looking building. Almost like a bridge. This street is called Avenida La Guerra. Hello.
I'm James. How
Nice
are you?
to see you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
We're on a live.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I was actually in your live stream last time.
Was you?
But in the UK.
Oh, wow.
You, answered all my questions, which was, when does Flamingos in?
Thursday,
Oh.
and I'm there Friday.
Yeah, well, I'm here until Saturday. So
Excellent.
I'll buy you a drink and see you.
So I hope you're going to sing us a song as well.
I'll try.
Maybe.
See ya.
See you. Take care. There's the Primavera Park. Can you see? One moment. Let me get past this van. Primavera Park Hotel. Anyone stayed there? Great rooftop at the top of Primavera as well. One of the best rooftops in Benidorm up there, without a doubt. Right at the top there. Cider guy took my friend to visit Julio. He didn't believe me when I said we would visit Julio Iglesias. Yeah, it's named after the man himself. He performed here way back in the day. It is a beautiful park, this as well, but it's kind of got a bit run down over the years. I'm going to take you for a walk through the park up to the Julio Iglesias. Shall I risk going this way? I think the music's going to be a bit loud. I will take you in the square towards the end of the video, but I don't want to get copyright claimed, copyright breached just yet, so trying not to, because it does go against your channel. So we're into the Parque La Guerra. Now you can see one amphitheatre there. You can just see that's the smaller of the two. That one is called the Oscar Epla. That's where they screened some of the Euro 2024 football. Had a big screen in that one. And that's the smaller of the two outdoor theatres, the Oscar Epla. It's a beautiful park, this, but it did get a bit run down at one point. They have spent a little bit of money trying to spruce it up a bit, but I think more needs to be done, very really. Love the park. Yeah, it's a lovely park. It is a lovely park. And you see all the palm trees and these things, what they call them. I don't even know what you call them. But so this is the little theatre, amphitheatre, Oscar Epla. And you can see the sign saying welcome for the Benidorm Fest area, and the music's loud already, so I'm going to spin around, show you the other amphitheatre before I take you in there. Mahon got lost there when our driver abandoned us without showing us the hotel. I wouldn't fancy being dropped off here if I didn't know where I was. If you don't know your way around Benidorm, it's a huge place, massive place. A lot of people think it's the Strip and that's it. No, Benidorm is massive. It's a massive area. Our Swedish people in Benidorm, and our Swedish people in Benidorm, not many to be honest. There's a lot of Dutch, there's a lot of Belgians, Norwegians, not so many Swedish. I have met a few in my 20 odd years here, but nowhere near as many as some of the other sort of Scandinavian way countries. SA, is it cheaper to get a taxi from Alicante Airport, get a transfer? Without a doubt, get a transfer. My transfer's Benidorm is the cheapest private transfer. You got dropped off at midnight, Ian. Oh my gosh, that's not good. That is not good. At least you made it out alive, eh? Got to say that, at least you made it out alive. I'm getting a bit out of breath walking up here. I didn't realise it's quite an incline, this park. It is very pretty though, look at that. Very pretty. Parque de Folletes is a lovely park as well. Bit out the way. It's not out the way if you live there, that's the thing. It's only out the way if you're on the tourist side, really. I used to go to Folletes quite a lot with my dogs, and the market as well next to Folletes is much better than the Levante market, in my opinion. Which transfer company? Yes, SA. My Transfers Benidorm. Make sure you put the Benidorm on the end, because there's another company that's just called My Transfers and they're more expensive. My Transfers Benidorm is the one you want. So we're coming into Julio Iglesias. There you go. Named after the main man himself. And this was established in 1995. So as I just said, there's a lot of big events go on here through the year. This will be Friday night is where all the acts that didn't get through to the final, so there's 8 from Now there'll be 4 from Tuesday and 4 from Thursday, which don't go through to Saturday's final. They'll all be performing on this stage on Friday night. Have any of you watched any events in here? This is where they performed, where they did the final of the Euros last year. The Spain versus England final was here. They did the first few games were in the smaller amphitheatre, and then the final they screened here. I didn't watch the final here because I was rooting for England. Well, I was kind of half and half. I was really torn actually who to support in that final. At the end, I was absolutely gutted that England had lost, but I was made up that Spain had won. It was very bizarre for me, that was. Chatterbox staying in the Princeton Park next month. There it is, there's your hotel. If there are events on, that is a great place to stay and get a really good sneaky view of everything that goes on in this Auditorio, because you've got a great view of it all and you can hear it. If you're not interested in the events, obviously it's not good because it's very loud. So there's the stage, and you can see it's quite a vast space, loads of seating around the edge, just informal seating. Haven't got seats as such, but it's all on different levels, so you get a good view. And in the area in the middle is where everybody will be dancing away. Andrew Farr, how far is Ambassador Player 2 to where you are, please? Other side of town. We're in the on the edge of the old town now, and Ambassador 2 is in the new town. So probably from here, 30-minute walk, maybe a little bit less, depending how fast you walk. There's Julio. Yeah, did you see him? We'll go say hello to Julio in a minute as well on the way back down. But yeah, well, the stage is getting set up now, so this will be buzzing on Friday night. I'd love to film it as well, but we can't because of the music, sadly. It would go, we would get a strike against the channel for copyright. YouTube's very, very tight with the copyright rules. Should we go say hello to Julio? Talking like I know him, like he's my mate. My mate Julio. Let's go say hello to him, see how he's doing. He must get hot in this park all day. Look, he's got the sun on him. I bet he's got a right tan. He always had a good tan though, didn't he? Old Julio. Tom Jones needs to play there with you. Do you know this, not a bit further up actually, which I might show you on another live stream. We've got the bull ring up there. You carry on going up there, further up, then you've got the bull ring, the old bull ring. It's not used as a bull ring anymore, and there's no bullfighting goes on in there anymore, but they did towards the end, before it just sort of got abandoned, have some incredible concerts there. The Rolling Stones, Bryan Adams, Elton John all performed in the bull ring. Seen Bryan Adams, didn't see the others. Bruce Springsteen, I believe, as well. But yeah, that's not being used as a concert venue anymore, and they should bring it back to life because it's a great concert venue. It's Julio. Everybody say hello to Julio. He's been here since 1995. He has got a good tan, hasn't he? He's got a good tan. Been out in the sun long enough. He's a bit crispy, as they say. Yeah, Ian, I actually saw Tom Jones. That's what made me think of that connection to the bull ring. I saw Tom Jones, the real one, not the tribute, the real Tom Jones at Alicante bull ring last summer. And yes, he still has got an incredible voice. Sent shivers down my, you know when you get goose pimples all up your arms, and as soon as he started singing, I was a little bit worried. I thought, he's 80 odd, is he going to be as good as I'm hoping he is? But you know what, he absolutely smashed it. His voice was every single note pitch perfect. He didn't move much. His hips are not like they used to be, and he did disappear at one point he just sort of disappeared halfway through a song and then came back out, and I think he must have needed a pee, because we were all sort of going, what's going on here? But he did come out shortly after. I think he must have just needed a wee. When you got to go, aren't you? But yeah, there used to be some incredible acts, some incredible concerts at the Benidorm Bullring, and there have been some proposed projects to redevelop that with some quite impressive plans. I saw the first one probably about 5 years ago. Haven't heard much of it since. Not sure it will ever happen. One of those things where yeah, there's a lot of talk about it, but actually getting it done, as these construction projects, they can take years and years. Like the market one, the redevelopment of the market, Levante market area. Keep hearing little updates that it is progressing, but still very slow, and still not sure how they're going to actually do it. They can't just bulldoze houses down when people are living in them, can they? Even if they're not living there legally. Just googled it. Julio is now 81. Is Julio still alive? I didn't even know that. That's terrible. I honestly thought he passed. That is shocking. My apologies. Any Julio fans out there, my sincere apologies. I thought he passed. No, he doesn't live in Benidorm, but he did perform here many years ago, and they named that park after him. I'm sure he was something. He was, well, I don't know. I know I've read about it before, but did he have some influence into this park area being built? Possibly. Might have put some money in. Right, we're getting close to the square again, and the music's going to start blasting. Yes, I had a guy, I honestly thought he'd passed. That's terrible, isn't it? That is terrible. And a concert I'm going to next year, actually, which I've bought for my mum and dad tickets in the UK, but I'm going to fly back and go with them. And my dad had to Google if the guy was still alive when I told him we'd got him, and that's Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean is touring this year, touring the UK, so I'm going to go be seeing Billy Ocean at the Leeds First Direct Arena, and I think he's 82. But yeah, still going strong by the looks of it. Let's make our way into the what I'm gonna do, guys, before I get in here, I'm gonna mute the mic for maybe 30 seconds while I get past this really noisy part of the square, so bear with me. I'm gonna mute the mic, and then I'm going to be back on in about 30 seconds. You'll still be able to see what's going on, but I'm just going to have to mute this music. So yeah, just enjoy looking around the food trucks and the stage area, and then when I get to the other side of the park, I will unmute the mic. if it was safe to turn the mic back on now. I'm gutted. I had to turn the microphone off there because without the music you just can't get the atmosphere, and it's nice and chilled around there. It's not bouncing or anything like that. It's not like a rave. Last night was a bit like a rave when I had a nosy down here, and I tried one of the hot dogs last night at that pizza rib stand. Very nice, very nice. They have the Irish burger van have actually created a burger especially for this called the Benidorm burger, and I really wanted to try that and show you that on this video today, but no can do, I'm afraid. I would have loved to have had a sit down and eaten the Benidorm burger, but we just can't with the music. Are you watching live?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let me spin you around so you can give yourself a wave. Hey, nice to meet you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for watching.
Nice to see you again.
All the best. All the best. Hey, I love that. I love that when people are watching and they come up and say hello. It's fabulous. So we've almost gone round in a circle. That's Hotel Bristol. Another hotel I've never been in. Anybody stayed at Hotel Bristol? It looks great. Since they've done it out, it looks very snazzy. Did Julio wink at me? Did he? He's a naughty boy, isn't he, that Julio? He is. Oh, Billy's 75. Oh, I thought he was older than that. I thought maybe I'm confusing it with Tom Jones then. Tom Jones 82? Oh, well, hopefully Billy should still be going strong, and we're going to see him in June. We're going to see him, and we're also going to see Lionel Richie this year. Lionel Richie is performing over here in Spain. I think he's touring the UK as well, but he's doing one in Murcia, so we've got tickets for that. I'm also going to see Teddy Swims in the UK this year. Got loads of concerts lined up. It's a great year for concerts. Hi Lucy, sorry late to Darren, don't worry if you're late. The event going on there is the Benidorm Fest, and it's going on all week. So if you are here this week, get down here. There'll be stuff happening every night, but the main nights is Tuesday and Thursday when the semi-finals are on, a Friday in the park behind, and then Saturday night the grand final in the Town Hall Square. There is stuff going on every night as well, and every day you can go down in the day, watch the DJs, have a little boogie, and try some of those some of that food from those food trucks. Dancing on the ceiling, yes I will be. I absolutely love Lionel Richie, love him, so I can't wait for that one. That is going to be a great concert, hopefully. Gonna go which way do you want me to go, guys? Do you want me to go into the old town? I'm not sure how we're going to cope with the signal. Julio is 81. I thought he was in his 80s. Julio is 81. Tom Jones is 82. Billy Ocean, somebody have a quick Google and tell me, is he 75? Is that right? And how old's Lionel? How old's Lionel Richie? Someone have a Google of that as well. Would you like me to go into the old town? The only reason I've not so far is because we've had trouble when it comes to the signal in the old town, but if you would like me to have a go, I don't mind. I'll have a wander and we'll see how the signal copes. Jenny Lee, am I going to do any more food challenges? I'm always up for a food challenge, to be honest. Yeah, but there isn't really many in Benidorm. I've seen there's another burger challenge at the Black Pearl, but I failed quite miserably at that last burger challenge, so I don't think I'd attempt that. I know the Uncle Ron's do a breakfast challenge. When I did that top 10 English breakfasts, I had to eat 3 English breakfasts in a week, and I've just gone off them since, so I don't think I'd attempt that. As nice as they were, that was a bit much for me. I don't eat English breakfast very often. I might have a little bit of bacon sometimes, or a little bit of scrambled egg, but a full English like that, no, that'd do me. Tommy's 84, Lionel 75 as well, excellent. How's the signal? Is the signal holding up okay? I know we have had trouble before when we've got into the old town, just because the buildings are so close together. They tend to scramble the signal a little bit, but we'll see how we get on. We'll keep walking. If you're enjoying it, I'm happy to continue. Just while we're around this area, actually, as I was talking earlier about a property lawyer, for anybody that is interested in moving out here or buying a holiday home, this is the man to go and see. You go through that door there, and this is who you want to be looking for. J.R. Correas. Juan Ramon, very, very good property and tax lawyer. Definitely, if you recommend him for any issues you have. For those of you that live here as well, you can deal with your wills, you can deal with inheritance and all that sort of stuff. So we're at the other end of that street that I looked up right at the start now. Ali Hope, of course, a very recognisable place. Shop on the corner with the cow. And then you've got the iconic pizza place as well. Stephen Jones, come on, Leeds from a Liverpool fan. Stephen, do you know, I think it's the last 2 times that Leeds have been promoted, Liverpool have won the league in the same season, won the Premier League. So it is looking good for us, but I'm not getting too excited just yet. Because it's Leeds and we're well known for Fordham Park. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that subject. Love the old town. Andrina, I know I always see you about down the old town. It is a great area. Pinocchio crepe and waffle salt. Have any of you tried the waffles and crepes there? Wow, they're good. They're good. Yeah, Alan, there is Alan, when you know, we've been on quite a few camper van trips over the last sort of year. We've been renting camper vans and looking to try out different designs and different layouts, and we've been doing a lot of travelling around Spain, and I'll tell you, almost every town that you go to in Spain has got unfinished buildings, abandoned buildings, places that started being built during the before the financial crisis hit in 2008, and they've just been left. So yeah, they absolutely, the government needs to pick up all these places that have been left and get them finished. It seems like a very simple solution to me. I can't understand why that hasn't been done sooner. I think one of the proposals from the government is that they will give priority to the government's property company to buy any properties before they go to the public. So maybe that will help. But yeah, why not just finish off all the abandoned buildings? All the small towns, especially on the coast, that are not so touristy, that we went to, they've just got buildings that are not finished, and it's crazy. It almost looks like you know, it's someone just come in and pressed the stop button. It's quite bizarre. Everywhere that you go seems unfinished. It's not until you get to the big sort of resorts like Benidorm. Even Mojaca, which we drove through, saw the same sort of thing. Yeah, when you see these lovely abandoned buildings, yeah, there is the same up towards the cross. I think they are getting finished now as well, but almost everywhere you go in Spain there are unfinished properties. Rayu is pretty cheap to buy. Polop as well, not so bad. But if you're working in Benidorm, you've got to get here. It's not really it's not really, it's just not really, for anyone working in Benidorm to be having to travel from Polot or Rayu on a daily basis, not ideal. Public transport isn't great, and it's just not ideal. Even this place, look at this place, this has not been touched for a long time, and I don't know the story behind this. These are apartments. There you go, look at that. And what a fantastic location that is. Slap bang in the middle of the old town, not far from Tapa's Alley, not far from the Mirador, right on Gin Street. Prime location. What is going on with that? Andrew, what is the best place to get food? I pointed out one of my favourite restaurants right at the start of this video. Moo Grill, a very good restaurant. It depends what type of food you like, really. If you like Italian, Diva do great pizzas down there. Obviously you've got Tapa's Alley, a little bit commercialised now is Tapa's Alley. A Zodiac on Tapa Square, cheap and cheerful Zodiac. They're not the best tapas, I will admit, but it's a cheap and cheerful in that square. I think Taperia Mina is a better quality tapas bar in the square than Zodiac. Again, it's cheap and cheerful though. There are better places, there are worse. Signal still going strong. Shall we try and get up to the Mirador? I have had troubles with up there before. Or do you want to go Tapa's Alley? Tapa's Alley or up to the Mirador? The choice is yours, guys. The choice is yours. Tapa's Alley, we might get music. Might be a struggle. Tapa's Alley, let's go see how the music is. I can show you Oliver's anyway, which I think has reopened. I think they had a holiday. Might still be closed. I'm not 100% sure. No, reopened as Oliver's. They have had a holiday. This is a very popular square as well. Get a lot going on around this part of Benidorm, and Oliver's is prime location to sit and watch it all. Ian's is yeah, I've heard great things about Ian's. There ain't no way I'm booking 3 months ahead to get a table anywhere though. I don't even know where I'm going to be next week, never mind in 3 months. Alright, if you're coming on holiday, you know you're going to be here. But yeah, I've heard great things about Ian's. It gets very good reviews. Tapa's Alley. I think we're going to get problems with the music there. I can hear it blaring from inside. So we'll walk this way. We'll keep going this way. This is a good tapas bar here, closed for holidays at the minute. With recent tapas. Back into the back streets of the old town. Casa Don Juan. We've got O'Mara's. Shall we go up to the Mirador? Let's go up to the Mirador. Let's go up there. It's always nice to get a nice view of both beaches from up here. I've never been on the train. I almost booked it to go when we went to New York. We almost booked the fast train to get from Alicante to Madrid, but we ended up flying because it was easier. The train, because we were flying from Madrid airport, the train stopped at the other side of the city. So it was going to be hard work for us getting from where we were dropped off on the train to the airport, so we decided to fly instead. I've got friends that have done it and they've been to Madrid and back in the same day from Alicante. Just going to mute because of the Yeah, just had to mute. Someone's playing some music quite loud off the balcony. Mute the sound there. Nova, another very popular new bar to Benidorm. Great cocktails. We did a full video on them when they first opened, and very, very impressed I was with their cocktails. And the guy, Alex, super nice guy. Coming into the square by Sherry's. I bet you're knackered. I am, you know. I'm trying not to give it away, but I'm out of breath doing it. I can walk for miles and miles on the flat, but as soon as I get to a hill, it just kills me. It does me. Stephen, how are my beautiful dogs? My beautiful dogs are still beautiful, and they're very well. Thank you very much for asking. Now, Sherry's bar. Got Bar Malpaz there as well. La Señoria. Sherry's bar, very, very popular. Good British food. And then a lovely part of Benidorm up here at the Mirador. Let's have a look at the Poniente side first. The view. Beautiful. I love coming up here. I do find it so relaxing, just staring out at the view. How far is Sherry's from H10? Not far. You can't quite see H10 as it's just around this, where the beach is there. It's a little bit further along. Where the beach is there, it's a little bit further along behind this building. It's not far, but you do have to come up the hill to get to Sherry's. Elisa, love where you are right now. Yeah, it's a fabulous little spot, this, isn't it? It is a fabulous spot. Of course, that's the Malpaz beach, the little cove tucked away, the old town between Poniente and Levante. Close your eyes, you're there. Yeah, close your eyes for a minute, Jenny Lee, and I'll let you listen to the sound of the sea. I'm going to shut up talking for a minute and just let you take it now for a few seconds. Beautiful, beautiful views. I should have used my roller skates for this live. Cider guy, I would have died. I would have died trying to go up and down hills on my roller skates. That would not have been a good idea. flat along Levante, yes, excellent. GH, I love this channel. Thank you very much for tuning in and letting us know. Doris, weather looks beautiful, different to here at rain and wind. It is a gorgeous day today, and it is it's warm. 18 degrees it said on my app before I left the house. But once you're in the sun, away from the wind, there is a bit of wind that keeps coming out of nowhere. Once you're away from that wind, the sun on your skin, it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. Hello.
Hi, you alright?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Got a picture here.
Yeah, of course you can, love. Of course you can.
Hey.
How you doing? You alright?
Yeah,
we're on a live stream.
Oh, are we?
We are. There we go. Well, we can do it while we're live. Wait a minute. On again. Got it?
Got it.
Cheers.
Should be. We'll see if you can recognise anything.
Oh, it's hard work, yeah.
It is.
Got a few. Got a few.
Must have about
Have a look.
99.
Check, see if they're alright.
I can't see.
I know it's the sun. This sun is just too bright. What a thing we can complain about.
I'm not complaining.
Is that
Put
alright?
it onto video.
We got it.
Video.
I'll do it easy.
We're going
Do it
selfie.
yourself.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to meet you. You take
Yeah,
care.
you
Have a
too.
great day.
See you later.
Take care, love. Can't complain at this view, although the sun is quite bright. I decided to put my hat on today so I can see the comments a bit more, and it's kind of working. I've got a little bit better view. Living the dream. Was going to say there's people on the beach in January. There is people on the beach in January quite often. Yeah, you can sunbathe. It's too cold for me personally, but there are people that will sunbathe all year round. There are people that enjoy these temperatures better than 25 degrees, which is most of the sort of year. 25 degrees for me is like perfect. I love 25. I love 23 to 28. That's my sort of ideal range of temperatures. When it starts hitting the 30 mark in the shade, it gets a bit too hot, especially here. It's the humidity here, it gets very unbearable when it gets to around 30 degrees shade temps. The feel like temperature is normally 5 to 10 degrees higher than that, and it's very sweaty, which is July and August. Nowadays, used to only be August, but now it's July and August. I am going to try and escape this August, I keep saying it. But I'm hoping to sort of get a break in August, because I get very grumpy. When it's sweaty all the time. Let's spin you around again. Let you enjoy that. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. See if we can... haven't noticed a fake busker. There is a fake busker. He is here. In fact, I think there's two doing the rounds in Benidorm, with the violin and the speaker and the fake baby in the pram. But I haven't seen them for a while. Maybe they're on holiday. Maybe they've gone for their winter holidays. It is so relaxing up here, Karina, isn't it? The sound of the sea, the colours, it is just beautiful. It really is very, very nice. Nice bars up here as well. Oops. Not sure what happened then. Oh. Playing buttons I shouldn't be playing with. Yeah, this is the quiet time for Benidorm. And there's barely a seat free up here. Look at that. Loads of people just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the views. We've got a superhero over there. We've got looks like a hen party here. Still do get the odd big group celebrations in the winter months as well. Of course, there's less of them, and in the summer, or in the spring and autumn actually. There's not many stag and hens in the summer. It's more a spring or an autumn thing is the stag and hen season. Zoom in a little bit. Levante. Nice. Jenny Lee, do I enjoy the quieter times? I do enjoy the quieter times. I wouldn't want it quiet all the time, but I wouldn't want it busy all the time either. I love the fact that we get such a difference between the seasons here. Can't go up to that part of the Mirador today because they've got the also doing some reporting from the Benidorm Fest from here as well. They do like a live link kind of thing, and they do interviews and all stuff up there this week while the Benidorm Fest is on. But yeah, I do enjoy. I enjoy the change in weather that we get here. I enjoy the change in the type of tourists we get here throughout the year. I wouldn't want it to be the same all the time. So yeah, that's one reason I do love living in Benidorm. We do get different atmosphere going on around the area, depending on what time of year it is, and the difference in weather. I wouldn't want it, although I say sort of 23 to 28 is my ideal temperatures. I don't mind it when it gets a little bit colder. I like it when it rains sometimes because it's a novelty. And yeah, I like having those cold days when you don't want to get out of your house. You just want to snuggle up with your duvet on the sofa. I love those days as well. And that is one of the great things about Benidorm. It does change all year round, and it appeals to different people at different time of year. And yeah, it is a good all-rounder. It is a good all-rounder. And some people sort of say, why would you go to Benidorm in winter? And it's not warm. But it's not just about the weather for a lot of people. It's about having such a vast choice of bars, of restaurants. The beaches are still beautiful to walk up and down on a morning. Yeah, it's not all about being sunning yourself and getting a tan, really. There's a lot more to Benidorm than that. You go, like I said earlier, you've got these festivals, and they're creating more and more events that are going on outside of the peak times now to attract people different times of year and keep the resort ticking over all year round. And it's working massively. The winters are getting busier. The tourism numbers are becoming more sort of spread out across the year. So although there is less open in winter, there's still enough, even in the new town on the strip. Yeah, there's a few bars closed, but that just means that the people that like that area and that use that area are more concentrated together in the bars that are open. So there's still a good atmosphere. If everywhere stayed open, there wouldn't be enough people to make the bars sort of look busy or be any atmosphere anywhere. But because maybe like 50% close in the central new town area, then the ones that are open, people concentrate together and there's a good atmosphere in them. Aside from that central new town area, there's not that many closures around the other parts of Benidorm. Once again, this is where we started, and this is a restaurant I highly recommend that you try. Moo Grill Beach. I always end up having the same thing when I come here. They do a menu where it's like a taster menu almost. You get salad, then you get, in fact, I think that's it. I think that's the one here. The special menu. Yeah, that's the one I always go for. You get salad, then you get these Argentinian empanadas and a bowl of melted cheese. Dip them in there. Whoa, gorgeous. And then you get this platter of meats, and you get grilled vegetables actually as well, which are, oh yeah, there you are. I normally have them separate when I get, but that is an amazing menu to try here at I can't even say it now. Moo Grill Beach. I haven't got the price on up here, but if I remember right, it's €22, I believe. €22, and you're basically getting sort of 3 courses, because you're getting your starter. Your starter is your salad with bread. Then you get this, which is another course. Then you get your main sort of plate of food. I think it was €22, if I remember right. In fact, yeah, I can see it here. It's $22.90, and it's a fantastic menu. Definitely recommend coming and trying Moo Grill Beach. And I will be doing a video. Where I show you that menu in detail, because I keep saying it every time I go there. I'm like, we have to film this. And I will get that on a video for you one day. Sorry, Jenny Lee. I know I'm going on about that food again. I know. My mouth is watering, Corina, and I am hungry because I didn't intend to try that Benidorm burger at the Town Hall Square. That was my plan today, to sit down on camera and eat the Benidorm burger that they've made especially for the Benidorm Fest, but there's too much music going on around there, so I can't do that, and my belly is grumbling now. I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this live stream. It's been great chatting to you. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I don't think we'll do another live stream for maybe two weeks, maybe 3 weeks. We'll see how it goes. I love doing the live streams. I hope you enjoy them. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.